Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3. Check 1. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3 4. Check 1 2 3 4 5. Check 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gorlocks Sports Network. My name is Kellen Furmack, and thank you so much for tuning in to the season home opener here at Arsenal BG Ballpark as your Webster Varsity Gorlocks are set to face off against the Buena Vista Beavers as we are underway with a ball outside from Ryan Greifeld. It's a new season for the Gorlocks and a new season for Buena Vista as well, both off to a slower start than previous seasons, both teams making it to the NCAA Regionals after sweeping their conference tournaments. So a lot to fight for today. The 1-1 slow chopper to the left side. Throw across the diamond is in time. Reed Hippis recording the first out at home this season. And next up to bat will be Dylan Johnson, the catcher for Buena Vista. Wind blowing sharply in today, right back at the batter. As is common with the wind here in East St. Louis, you'll see it either heavily favor the batters or heavily favor the pitchers. But there's always one thing you can rely on, that's the wind. Johnson up in the count 2-0. Now the 2-1. In there. A nice dot by Greifeld. Brings the count to 2 apiece. The pitch. Chopper up the middle. Gonna be a close play. Throw to first is in time. A nice snag by Pelliser at short. And there's 2 away. Both teams with only 2 wins on the season. Gorlocks 2-7. The Beavers 2-4. Gorlocks themselves on a 4-game losing streak, including a 20-4 loss against number 5 ranked Denison. However, conference play does start up in 2 weeks. First SLIAC series of the season will be against Greenville at home. As Sobek watches one in there. The 1-1 to the left fielder. Takes it inside for a strike. He backed off that pitch. Greifeld, 1 strike away from having a clean 1-2-3 first. Swing and a tip, strike 3. That'll end the inning as the Beavers go 3 up, 3 down. We'll be right back for the bottom of the first. James Theodore leading off the bottom of the first. He takes one in there for a strike. Theodore earned all conference and all region honors last season. He's going to be a key player for the Gorlocks this year as they lost a lot of important batters to their seniority. Evan Evola / 396, 493, 675 slugging. Earned first team all conference, first all region. Carl Peters at short, 342, 414, 625 slugging. Both with 10 homers on the year. Also first team all conference. As well as the 5-year senior RJ LaRocco, who, like the others, got first team all conference, second team all region. A lot of key bats missing in the lineup this year. Coach BK and the Gorlocks definitely need to adjust. However, we've seen flashes of greatness from new guys filling up those spots. Jacob Charleston playing second. Saw him play quite a bit of the regional and conference games. As well, Charlie Pelliser coming in. Both have some good wheels on the base paths. As there's a chopper over to the first, or excuse me, to the pitcher. Throw to first is in time. Had to barehand it, and somehow McDaniel is able to gun Theodore at first.
Now batting right fielder, number 27, Ryan Hartz.
With a bouncer like that, he needed to be as fast as he can to get a speedster like Theodore out, and he did just that. So with one away, Ryan Hart steps up as he shows bunt, places a nice one down. Another chance for McDaniel, tosses to first, and that one's a bit easier for him.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 8, Nick Robuski.
So like the Beavers, the Gorlocks threatening to go down 1-2-3 in the first. As the catcher, Nick Robluski, steps up. Skies the first pitch into center. Wind blowing it back in. Collision, but the catch is made. Running in all the way from center. Binkton makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Beavers. We'll be right back for the top of the second. Score remains 0-0. Caden Struck will take to the plate to start the second. Struck, the reigning freshman of the year for the ARC Conference. Barely eclipsing the millennium mark on the OPS, 1,007. Like Theodore, he's going to be a key player with the Beavers losing a lot of their key hitters, including Evan Taylor, second team all-region, the all-time hits leader for Buena Vista. finishing his season, his senior season with a .371 batting average, a .635 slug. As well, Joel Garcia, third team All-Region, both in key positions too at short and catchers. There's one down the line, fair into the opposing team's bullpen. Schruck racing for second. Throw will not be in time. And it's a leadoff double for Caden Schruck.
Now batting first baseman number 13, Connor Duel.
Ryan Hart's had to reach under the Beavers bullpen bench, try to say that 5 times fast in order to get that one. So now with a man in scoring position, Connor Duong steps up. Looking to at least move the runner. You see the corners in for Webster. First pitch will be in there for a strike. Duong, the first baseman, having an incredible start to the season. Pickoff attempt won't work. In his 6 games, Duong batting .455, slugging nearly 1,000. So far shown to be the most dangerous hitter in this Beavers lineup as he tips one into the mitt. Or excuse me, bounces just off. Wind's still blowing in. Count at 0-2 to the first baseman. The pitch from Greifeld. Chopper to the left side. Will stay fair. Runner heads off for third. There won't be any play, but there's a nice pick at first by Lanier. So the Beavers still move the runner over, now just 90 feet away.
Now batting right fielder number 2, Brandon Jenkins.
Jenkins will try to drive him in. Jenkins also having a good start to his season. Sporting a .500 on base percentage, .714 slug. You see all Gorlocks playing in. This pitch will be down low. All Gorlocks in the infield grass. As there's a sharp hit into right, that'll score 1. And Buena Vista strikes first with a sharp sac fly to right. More of a sac liner, but it gets the job done. And there's 2 away.
Now batting shortstop number 7, Jake Eady.
And with 2 gone, they'll bring up Jake Eady. First one's watched down low. Big hack from the shortstop. Buena Vista in their last series dropped the last 2 games to St. John's University, winning their first one by a score of 13-8. Yet losing the last 2 in a landslide, a 1-11 loss, and an 18-run shutout, with St. John's scoring 14 runs in the 5th inning. Twos across the board for Eady. Greifeld trying to get out of this inning. Fouled off. Eady stays alive. In the ARC Tournament Championship, Jake Eady walked off Nebraska Wesleyan to clinch the title as he swings out of his shoes on strike 3. And that'll end the inning. However, a sac fly from Brandon Jenkins starts the scoring for Buena Vista as we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Score now 1-0 Beavers. Check.
For your Gorlocks, Adam Moser.
The Gorlocks now playing catch-up. We'll try to strike back in the second with Adam Moser leading things off. First pitch swinging. We'll go over to the Webster bullpen. Ian McDaniel has had a solid start to his season as well. 10 innings pitched to 2.7 ERA, 15 punch-outs in those 10 innings. As that one's drilled into left, but the wind will hold it up. And there's one away.
Now batting for your Gorlocks, playing catcher, number 13, Dalton Groves.
Next up to the plate, Dalton Groves. Transfer from Fontbonne. Had a solid year with the Gorlocks last season. The 0-1 popped up. Could be a tough one, wind blowing it in. But running out to make the grab be Brennan Jenkins.
Now batting for your Gorlocks, first base, number 22, Matthew Lanier.
Only a few pitches for Ian McDaniel, and there's 2 away. So Lanier will try to extend the inning. First pitch called down low. Next one fouled into the netting. Mentioned earlier, both teams, after sweeping their conference tournaments, dropped in the NCAA regionals, with Webster hosting. Final loss coming against the Engineers, who they will play next weekend. 1-2 is watched high. And the count's 2s across the board. The pitch of the first baseman. Taken away, and he brings the count to full. No one on and 2 outs for Matthew. Here's the payoff. Taken low, strike 3, but he runs to first. Ball gets away. Throw down will be off the bag. A strikeout. However, Matthew ends up at first. So he thought that one was a ball all the way, started taking off his mitts. So the inning continues as the Gorlocks get their first base runner of the game. Reed Hippis trying to keep the inning going. Takes it away. Nice save from the backstop Johnson. Can't let another get past. 1-0 is giving a ride to the kids zone. .101 off the bat. Let's see if Reed can put one fair. The 1-1. Runner takes off. There will be no throw to second. Lanier puts himself in scoring position. He'll be running on the crack of the bat. The 2-1. Popped up on the infield. Who's got it? Short coming in, makes the catch. It's Edie. Ends the inning for Buena Vista unscathed. As we head to the top of the third inning, score remains 1-0 Beavers. On to the third we go. Greifeld enters his third inning of work. As he puts one down the gut for a strike. He'll be facing the 8-9-1, starting with center fielder Bington. The 0-1's taken low, nice stop. Groves getting his reps in. An uncharacteristic start to the season for Ryan Greifeld. One of the best pitchers in the nation last season, Division III. Before coming into this one, had an 8.31 ERA over his first 3 games started. But we know just how good Ryan can be. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off near the same spot. The count remains to the center fielder. It's a chopper over to first. An easy play for Matthew Lanier. With one gone, they'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, J.D. Schneider. First pitch, does he go around? He does. Schneider couldn't hold up his swing. Next one taken inside. Quick 0-2 count for Greifeld. Looking for another strikeout on the day. Here's the pitch. Grounded right back to him. An easy toss to first, and there's 2 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Team Kazel. First pitch in there for a strike. One fouled off the tip of the bat. Back-to-back batters standing in at a 0-2 count. Greifeld looking for another 1-2-3, and he'll have it. Like the first, ends it on a punch out as we head to the bottom of the third. Score remains 1-0 Beavers. Like the Beavers, the Gorlocks starting 8-9-1. Leading things off with the second baseman, Jacob Charleston. Takes the first pitch inside. The 1-0 big hack and a miss. Charleston last season, .239 batting average. 3 for 5 on swipe bags. But he has home run power as he grounds one over to second. Toss to first is in time. Routine play for Kazel at second.
Now batting for Webster Gorlocks, the shortstop, number 1, Charlie Pelliser.
There's players on both teams who have that homer power, but it's going to be tough with that wind blowing right back at their faces. So next up will be Charlie Pelliser. Grounds one up the middle. First pitch out for McDaniel. It's another put out for the starting pitcher today.
Now batting for Webster, center fielder, number 11, James Theodore.
He's been very efficient at getting these Gorlocks out. As once again, Webster finds himself with no one on board, 2 outs. Top of the lineup with Theodore as he takes one up high. Theodore last season sporting a .346 batting average. Also stole 38 bases. That one nearly hits him. 38 stolen bases, only caught twice in 2025. He drills the 2-0 up to center. It'll be a nice grab from Bigton, making a good run at that one. And it's another 1-2-3 for McDaniel. As we go to the top of the fourth, score remains 1-0 Beavers. Greifeld in his 4th inning of work, facing off against the heart of the Buena Vista order. The 2-3-4 starting with the catcher Dylan Johnson as he fools him on the first pitch. Bringing the count to 0-1. Seeing some players from North Park line up for a game later today. Is that ball called just foul? You see the Beavers bench wanted that call. Nearly identical to Caden Struck in his double to right. So far the lone hit of this game. But University of Wisconsin Lacrosse and North Park will face off right after this one. Each team playing each other this weekend. A 4-team round robin. Here's the payoff. Taken low for ball 4. No. It's strike 3. I didn't see the motion. Everyone confused out there as well. And he takes his base. Okay. So Johnson, after heading to the dugout after a discussion with the ump, goes right back to first base. Confusion all around. But the Beavers have a leadoff base runner. Now it's back Cooper Sobek. Takes a hack at that one down low. Groves keeping it in front of him. The 0-1. Fouled off. See the southpaw Greifeld keeping Johnson close to first. The 0-2. Hit the other way. Wow, what a double play. A nice jumping grab from Lanier at first. Catching Johnson flat-footed, and there's 2 away. Fantastic play at first, and that clears the bases. Just not in the way the Beavers want. As that leaves Struck all alone at the plate. No one on, 2 outs. The 0-1 hit the other way foul. Bringing the count to 0-2. Greifeld looking for an unorthodox 1-2-3. Here's the pitch to Struck. Just outside. Now 1-2 from Greifeld. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Caden struck out as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Score remains 1-0 Buena Vista. Gorlocks still looking for their first hit on the game. Leading things off will be Ryan Hartz. First pitch fouled back. Gorlocks nearly went down in order. And Hartz singles up the middle. And that'll get the hitting started for Webster. I was saying the Gorlocks nearly went down in order. Matthew Lanier, though, after striking out, took first on a pass ball. Now with one on, Nick Wroblewski steps up. Swing and a miss. Wroblewski flew out in his first at-bat. Chops one to the left side. It'll be foul. Another quick 0-2 count. McDaniel looking for a second punch out. And he gets it. Wroblewski goes down swinging, and there's one away.
Batting for Webster now, left fielder, number 9, Adam Moser.
And with one gone, up steps Adam Moser. Another first pitch swing and a first pitch missing. 87 on the inside from McDaniel. Ball goes well past. You looked like a weird windup from McDaniel. Almost like he wanted to pick off, but maybe he knew he was going to get balked. Either way, Hartz ends up in scoring position. The 1-1. In foul ground. Will it stay in play? It will not. Moser down the count, 1-2. He stays alive. Had him has some big shoes to fill with playing left field this season, patrolling it for nearly 5 years. RJ LaRocco in his final season in 2025. Runner takes off. Throw down is not in time. Hartz stands 90 feet away. Moser looking to put it in play. The pitch from McDaniel. Drilled into center. That should be deep enough and more as it burns the center fielder. Benjamin Bington heading into third, and he'll be there safely as it's an RBI triple from Adam Moser. 103 off the bat. A screamer to center.
Now batting for Webster, number 13, the catcher, Dalton Groves.
Still with only one out. Back with a man on third, Groves Lays down a beautiful bunt. There will be no chance at home. An excellent sacrifice bunt from Dalton Groves as the Gorlocks take their first lead of the game.
Now batting for Webster, the first baseman, number 22, Matthew Lanier.
Matthew Lanier now to the plate with a clean slate, 2 outs. Was on the fastball. That one watched high, but in there for a strike. 2 strikes on Matthew. Looking to fight back in the count. And he stays alive. Mentioned earlier, Matthew struck out in his first at-bat, but took first on a pass ball. Then was able to swipe second. So there's a good watch near his ankles. Count 1-2. Fouls it off again. Lanier making it a quality at bat. But looking for more. Here's the 1-2. Tips it off foul. And Straw can't get to it. Same count. And he called that one strike 3, finding the corner. So Lanier goes down on a backwards K. However, the damage has been done. A 2-spot put up by the Gorlocks thanks to an RBI triple from Adam Moser. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th. Gorlocks lead 2-1. Starting up the 5th, Connor Duong lead things off for the Beavers. First pitch low and in for a ball. Mentioned earlier, Duong has had the strongest start of any Beavers hitter. 1-2. Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
Batting for Webster, third baseman.
Some technical difficulties. We are back for the fifth. Greifeld has a clean inning, and the Gorlocks look to increase their lead. Hippos will be leading things off. First pitch will be in there for a strike. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. McDaniel gets him chasing away. Read down the count, 0-2. Just inside. He missed the last inning. Moser brought in the first run of the game with an RBI triple. Then Groves right behind him, sack bunt in. And dropping the ball in foul ground is Johnson. As Hippos gets a second life. The count remains 1-2. And it hits him. After being dead to rights on a foul ball, Hippos will take his base as the Gorlocks will start the inning off with a runner.
Batting for Webster, number 5, second baseman Jacob Charleston.
The bottom of the order looking to do some damage for the Gorlocks. Next up will be Jacob Charleston. Running over to second to hit and run, fly into right. Heading back to first, being there safely. Hippos has to retreat. Solid contact from Charleston.
Number 1, shortstop Charlie Pellister.
Yet no dice. Next up to the plate will be Charlie Pelliser. Pelliser grounded out his last time up. So McDaniel checks on the third baseman. Catches him flat-footed. Hippos picked off at first. And now the Gorlocks have no one on. 2 outs for Pelliser. As he shows bunt, but pops it up. Dropped another one, but Pelliser doesn't run it out, and he's out at first. A disastrous inning from the Gorlocks as we head to the top of the 6th. Score remains 2-1. Greifeld enters his 6th inning of work. He's given up just 1 hit to the Beavers. As Bington will start the inning off for Buena Vista. Braden Trissel in for Charlie Pelliser. He'll be playing at second. Charleston moving over to short. You saw Coach BK signaling to the bench right after Pelliser was thrown out at first on a bunt. He did not run out. The 2-0 brought to 3-0 now for the 8-hole hitter. Likely be watching this pitch. He does. Be inside for a strike. Greifeld wants a battle. Be a hitter's count for the center fielder. He takes a hack at that one, hits into the parking lot. And the count is now full. From 3-0 to 3-2, here's the payoff. Grounded over to third. Throw across the diamond is in time. Nice job by Greifeld to bring back the count and force a grounder for the first out of the inning. Now Schneider up next. Takes a big hack at that first pitch, but no dice. Schneider still looking for his first hit on the season. Grounded out his first time up. Pops that one foul and out of play. Quick 2 strikes on the DH. Looking to stay alive. The 0-2. Swing and a miss upstairs. It's another punch out for Greifeld, and there's 2 away. And we go back to the top of the lineup with Tegan Kazel. Kazel came into this one batting .400 over his 6 games. Pitch called inside for a strike. I'm consistently calling a lot of these inside pitches strikes. Another one in there. And we've seen more and more both McDaniel and Greifeld trying to find the inside part of the zone. Counts 1 and 2. Greifeld looking for another 1-2-3. Grounder over to third. Gonna be a throw. Long one. Skips once. And a nice pick at first. It's another clean inning for Ryan Greifeld as the Gorlocks look to extend their lead. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, score remains 2-1 Webster. It'll be the top of the lineup to start things off for Webster. Theodore, third time up to the plate today. He's grounded out and flew out today. As he shoots one up the middle on the first pitch for a base hit. And the Gorlocks once again have their leadoff runner on. And a dangerous one at that. Theodore's got some wheels. McDaniel's going to have a tough time keeping him close. Talked about it so much earlier. Theodore swiped 38 bags last season, only getting caught twice. Pickoff attempt, no good. McDaniel knows the situation. Let's see if they test him again. Another pickoff attempt, but it goes to the Beavers bullpen and an easy second for Theodore. That's the advantage you have as a southpaw in Greifeld. You can clearly see where Theodore is, or any runner at first for that matter. McDaniel has to do a complete 180, try to get the ball as quick as he can. Hartz puts down a bunt, goes off him, and the Beavers want a call, but they won't get it. It looks like the umps will convene for a second. Almost certainly went off Ryan. But there was no call indicating a foul ball. And Theodore goes back to third after retreating to second. There's been some confusing plays today. Saw a strikeout that was called a walk from the Beavers. Seen some other stuff today, but it looks like Hartz will have a bunt single. And that puts runners on the corners for Wroblewski. And Coach Edie definitely not happy. And you see Wroblewski show him bunt right away. Still take that first one in there for a strike after pulling back. Same thing, Wroblewski. Showing bunt, pickoff attempt at first, no good. See the Buena Vista bench won that call as well. McDaniel being really careful with his runners. Another pickoff attempt. This one not as close. See third baseman Caden Struck creeping in along with James Theodore as he puts it down the other way, and it's a beautiful bunt. No chance but to tag Wroblewski, and that scores a third run for Webster. Two of the three runs today scored on a sac bunt. Now bring up Adam Moser, brought in the first run of the game for Webster on an RBI triple. His Hart's in scoring position. First pitch finds the zone. Another pickoff attempt. This one, a 270 degree to second base. McDaniel's already thrown one away this inning. Runner takes off. It's a hit and run. Roller to second, to short. Throw across the diamond is in time. Moves Ryan over to third.
Batting for Webster, the catcher, number 13, Dalton Groves.
And with two gone, Dalton Groves steps up to the plate. The runner just 90 feet away. First pitch shows bunt, places down a beautiful one. McDaniel has his work cut out for him, but he's able to find first and save a run for the Beavers. But the Gorlocks tack on another, increasing their lead to 3-1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the top of the seventh. McDaniel saves a run but gives up another earlier in the inning, making it 3-run for Webster. The Beavers have 3 innings to score at least 2. The Gorlocks bats have been getting hot. Trying to blank them for the last 3 as well. And a quick punch out for Greifeld as he fools Johnson on the off speed. And there's one away. Greifeld in his 7th inning of work, facing the 2-3-4. Now in the 3-hole with Sobek. First pitch fouled back. Caden Struck on deck, still the only hit of this game for Buena Vista. Another big hack. Tipped into the mitt for strike 2. These Buena Vista batters have been finding themselves down the count early, and there's a strikeout, no swing from Sobek. A backwards K as he has some words for the home plate ump as he heads back to the dugout. 6 pitches, 2 punchies for Ryan Greifeld as he faces the 4-hole hitter, Caden Struck. Struck swings at the first. The 0-1. Outside. Seven straight strikes for Greifeld. 6 pitches to down the first 2 batters. The 2-1 to the hot corner. Fouled off. Another one into the lot. A tip for anybody watching a game here at Arsenal Ballpark. Make sure to park your car or truck far away from the field. See a lot of foul balls into the parking lots. That one's down the line, just foul. I'll make sure to park my truck far away. I'll take the longer walk. If it means not fixing a windshield. 2's across the board for Struck. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off. Very quality at bat for Caden. Went down on strikes. His last time up. Greifeld trying to keep it rolling. The 2-2. Does he go around? He does not. The count is brought to full. No one on, 2 outs. Here's the payoff. That one drilled up Broadway, but right there for it is Theodore. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Greifeld as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Score remains 3-1 Webster. McDaniel, like Greifeld, in his 7th inning of work. No action in the Buena Vista bullpen. Both teams have 2 more games to play this weekend. Trying to use their aces as deep as they can. Here's the 1-1 to Lanier. Taken down low. We do have some action in the Gorlocks bullpen, however. So we'll see if Greifeld continues into the 8th or if Coach BK decides to head for a relief pitcher. Another big loss that we haven't talked about, Joe Arsenault. Division III save leader last season with 12 saves, a 1.85 ERA. The 3-1 fouled off into the kid zone. And Arsenault somehow first team all region, but second team all conference. How does that happen? Full count, no one on, no one out for Lanier. Here's the payoff. One hit the other way, near the same spot. Another full count for the first baseman. Chops it over to second. Should be a routine play, and it is.
Now batting for Webster, number 19, Reed Hippus.
Now up to the plate will be Reed Hippus. First one taken outside for a strike. Reed got hit by a pitch his last time up, but got picked off at first by McDaniel. The 1-1. Drilled up Broadway for a base hit. Reed will hold up at 1. And the Gorlocks have a base runner.
Batting for Webster, shortstop number 5, Jacob Charleston.
Talking about some hitters earlier that left Buena Vista following their senior season. What about the pitchers? Morgan Smith, a 2.58 ERA over 90 innings. Second team all-region. And Mark Eddy, also second team all-region. The ARC Conference Pitcher of the Year. The 3.03 ERA over 86 innings, 93 punch-outs to boot. See Reed staying a bit closer to the bag this time. It's large shoes to fill for McDaniel with both Smith and Eddy gone. The 1-0, taken high. Charleston up in the count, 2-0. And another one just finds the zone. Breaker, 74. Despite it being the 7th inning for McDaniel, he's only in the low 70s on his pitch count. Early in this game, he took quick work of these Gorlocks batters, but we see more and more on the paths, some crossing the plate as well. The 3-1, fouled off. Charleston brings the count to full. Reed on first, 1 out. Pickoff attempt, no good. The 3-2, runner takes off, fouled into the lot. 7-pitch at bat for Charleston. Looking to make something of it. Another pickoff attempt, no good. Really keeping a close eye on Reed. The payoff. Sharp hit over to third, throw across the diamond, tough to get out of the glove, but still able to make the play at first. We're going to hit us over to second. And with 2 gone, replacing Trissell will be Ethan Wheelt. Trissell came in for Pelliser after his last at-bat. So this will be Ethan's first time seeing McDaniel today. First pitch hit the other way, but with only 2 steps, the right fielder Brandon Jenkins comes over to make the catch. So that'll end the inning, getting out of a tough jam. McDaniel puts up a 0 spot as we head into the 8th. Gorlocks still up 3-1. Greifeld entering his 8th inning as he'll face the 5, 6, 7, starting with Connor Duong. First pitch fouled right back. The 0-1 given a ride foul. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, another punchy for Ryan Greifeld. Ryan has retired 17 straight Beavers batters. As Jenkins steps up with a clean slate, 1 out. Fly ball into center. Theodore under it, and he makes the catch. A 1 pitch out. As Jake Eady will try to extend this inning. First pitch into the turf. Another one low and away from Greifeld. Edie's 0 for 2 on the day. Looking for his first hit. He'll get it down the left field line fair as he trips, trying to round first, and that'll hold him to a single. Would have been a close play at second either way. It's just the second hit of the game for the Beavers. So after Greifeld retires 18 straight, that'll end the streak there. The tying run coming up to the plate in Benjamin Bington. The 0-1 to the center fielder. Taken away. Hippus creeping in early and then going backwards, trying to dissuade the bunt. The 2-1 just outside. Bington in a hitter's count. Man on first, 2 gone. Here's the pitch. He shows bunt, puts it down foul. And the count is brought to full. Greifeld looking for double-digit strikeouts. More importantly, trying to get out of this inning. Man on first, 2 outs. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's double digits for Ryan Greifeld as he gets out of the inning unscathed as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Gorlocks lead 3-1. Ian McDaniel into his 8th inning will face the 1-2-3 of the Gorlocks order, starting with James Theodore. It's been a very solid day for McDaniel. He's given up 3 runs on 5 hits and saved a few with some excellent plays, some excellent putouts all throughout this match. A few bunt attempts have not gone the Gorlocks' way thanks to McDaniel. Sharp hit to short. Nice play. Throw to first. Offline. And he's safe. Bit of an awkward play as it went out of the glove of Duong at 1. Bounced off Theodore. Looked like James was trying to play dodgeball with it. So the third error of the game for the Beavers. Allows a dangerous base runner in Theodore to start the inning off. As the baton is passed to Ryan Hartz. Another pickoff attempt from McDaniel. Trying to keep a real close eye on these Gorlocks runners. Hartz 2 for 3 on the day. The only hitter with multiple hits this afternoon for either team. It looks like we'll have a mound visit. We did see some action in the Buena Vista bullpen before the inning started. And it looks like McDaniel will stay on through 7+ innings. But in a dangerous spot. Theodore remains at first. Hart shows bunt, pulls it back. Back pick to first doesn't work. Hart's last season batted .282. Select .416. Sending 6 over the fence. Also acquired Slack Hitter of the Week honors in April. Theodore takes off, but it's fouled back into the net. Count is 1-1 to Hartz. Checking on Theodore again. The ball gets away. Getting deja vu. A second pickoff thrown away by McDaniel, trying to keep Theodore close to the bag once again, allowing James to have a free base. Exact same situation happened last time Theodore made it aboard. Hart shows bunt, pulls it back. Theodore takes off for third. A large Superman dive, and it's safe after a delayed steal. Called a strike on Hartz as he tried to place down a bunt for James. Either way, he moves over. Infield playing in on Ryan. The 1-2. That one down the line, fair. Theodore scores. Hartz rounds first, but he'll hold up there. And it's an RBI single for Ryan Hartz Score now 4-1 Gorlocks.
Now batting for the Gorlocks, number 8, Nick Webluski.
And it looks like that'll be the end of Ian McDaniel's day. Throwing 7+ innings. Responsible for the man on first. But definitely helped out his bullpen for this weekend. We'll be right back for the pitcher change. So McDaniel's day is done. Coming in, trying to help clean things up will be Colson Evans. As the ball gets away from Johnson behind the dish. Hartz ends up at second. So Webluski with no one on, or excuse me, no outs. Man on second. Try to increase that Gorlocks lead. Shows bunt, pops it up. Be right back at us in the press box. Ball went a long way for a bunt. See the corners playing in on Webluski. Showing it again, but it hits him. A double ricochet. First off Webluski, then off Johnson.
Now batting for Webster, number 9, Adam Moser.
So now with 2 men on, Moser will try to bring in the pair. He started the scoring off for the Gorlocks with an RBI triple. A deep shot into center field with the wind blowing right back from center. Ball was laced. See the corner still playing in, middle infield, double play depth. He shows bunt as well, but the ball gets past. So both runners move into scoring position as it goes between the wickets of Johnson. Now you see every infielder in the grass. There's a nice pick in the turf by Johnson. Evans with a bit more heat on his fastball, but so far struggling with command as there's another hit by pitch. And the bases will be juiced for Dalton Groves. Still nobody out in what could be a disastrous inning for the Buena Vista Beavers. Infield trying to get the force at home. First pitch fouled the other way, be out of play. The 0-1 to Groves. And that ball gets away. Another ball to the backstop as the Gorlocks score a second in this inning. Every runner advancing in an even tighter spot now. 2 men in scoring position, no force at home. Beavers have their work cut out for them. The 1-1, same ball, out of play. So the count now 1-2 to Groves. Here's the pitch. Just down low. Great eye by Dalton. Brings the count to 2 apiece. And he shoots that one into right center, and that'll get down and go all the way to the wall. 1 run scores on his horse. In comes a second, and it's 7-1 Webster. A 2 RBI double from Dalton Groves, putting an exclamation point on this inning. And it looks like we'll have another pitching change for the Beavers. Evans recording no outs against the Gorlocks. And we'll be right back. Matthew Lanier stepping up to the plate. A strong inning for the Gorlocks. After getting McDaniel out of the game, get the new relief pitcher Evans out as well. As Caleb Cool will try to calm down this Gorlocks lineup. Still with no one out. Man in scoring position. The 1-1. In there for a strike. Count 1-2 to the first baseman. Webster already putting up a 4 spot. The real question is, will we see Greifeld for the 9th? Or will BK go to his pen? I do see Wes Carter in the bullpen. The 1-2. Swing, but the ball gets away. I'm getting even more deja vu. That's the second time that's happened for Lanier. Strikeout heading into first on a pass ball.
Now batting for Webster. Number 19, Reed Hippus.
And now with men on the corners, Reed Hippus will try to drive in a 5th. Hippus showing bunt. It's placed perfectly down the right line, but it takes a weird bounce foul. Looks like it bounced where the dirt and the green turf meet. I say dirt like it's not all turf out there. Hippus once again showing bunt. Places it down. No flip to home, just the throw to first. And it's the 3rd sack bunt of the game for Webster. Nice one placed by Reed.
Now batting for your Gorlocks. Number 5, Jacob Charleston.
Up next will be Jacob Charleston. With that bunt, Lanier moves into second. As Charleston takes a big hack at that first pitch. The 0-1. Grounded to the right side of the infield, only play at 1. And what's the call? He's out after a bit of a bobble at first from Duong. So Charleston moves the runner to third.
Now batting for Webster. Number 0, Talon Hutchings.
6th run of the game, just 90 feet away. Or excuse me, 6th run of the inning, just 90 feet away for Webster. Talon Hutchings taking his first at-bat of the day. We've had 4 different players in for the 9th spot for the Gorlocks. Started with Pelliser, then to Trussell, then to Wielt. And now Hutchings sends a base hit in the first at-bat, recording his first hit of the season and the 9th run of the game for the Gorlocks.
Now batting for the Gorlocks, number 11, James Theodore.
And Webster bats through the order. as Theodore gets his second AB. Pickoff attempt at first, no dice. Caleb, a southpaw, could take a pretty good eye at one. Foul tipped. Stay tuned following this match. We'll see University of Wisconsin lacrosse face off against North Park. All four teams playing round robin style this weekend. The 1-1. Chop, but a nice glove by Caleb. Throw to first is in time. However, the damage has been done. A 6-spot put up by the Gorlocks. Puts them in a great spot to close this one out as we head to the top of the ninth. Score 9-1 Webster. Ryan Greifeld's day is done. A very strong start. Over 8 innings, giving up just 2 hits, only 1 run, and double-digit strikeouts. Talked about slow start for Greifeld. Well, here's a confidence booster. As Wes Carter will be looking to shut the door. His 5th relief appearance of the season. 5th of the Gorlocks 10 games played now. He's given up just 2 runs in those 4 games. It's Jackson Waters taking his first plate appearance of the day. He's coming in for Schneider out of the 9-hole. There's a ball taken inside for a strike. Outside for a strike. Count 1-2 now to Waters. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Carter records his first punch out of the day. One gone as the Beavers head back to the top of the lineup with Kazel. Gorlocks now just 2 outs away from shutting the door. So that ball's flown into the stands. The 0-1 from Carter. Just inside. One final reminder, University of Wisconsin lacrosse will face off against North Park following this matchup. And all 4 teams you see today will face each other throughout this weekend. Total of 6 games here at Grizzlies Ballpark, as there's a nice grab at second. Throw to first is in time. Solid play by Hutchings over there. And now 2 gone. Last chance for the Beavers. Seth Bush coming in for Dylan Johnson. First pitch, swing and a miss. 89 from Carter. The 0-1. Also in there. Count stands at 0-2 on Bush. Looking to seal the deal. No one on, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Carter as he shuts the door on the Beavers. Final score, 9-1 Gorlocks. We want to thank you for tuning in to the Gorlocks Sports Network. My name is Kellen Furmanek, and stay tuned for the matchup between University of Wisconsin lacrosse and North Park University. Thank you so much.